So the name Joshua is Yeshua. Okay? You take the J, put the Y on it. Joshua's name was Yeshua. Okay? Naming Joshua would be Yahshua with the Y. It's a little bit sounding different than Yeshua, than who they call Jesus. Another Latin name goes back to Isis, the Greek again, along with Jesus. So now the Jesus believers, they're going to take Jesus' name and they're going to change it to Yeshua. He's the coming back. They got the same teaching, guys. They changed the name. They had two names, Yeshua and Jesus, which all mean Isis, which all means Hermes. Her in the me's and me's, okay? We are all split. We're all Hermes, every person on the earth, except for the shadow. The shadow is eternally dark. They're the ones that believe in Jesus and Yeshua. Yeshua is just as good as Jesus. It's the same thing, same name, go back to the Greek. But I'll take it one step further. Joshua's name was Yahshua, okay? Because there was no J. So if you take off that, it's Yahshua, but it actually goes Isis. Isis is Yeshua, Jesus, Gaia, Buddha, all of them. I've been saying this. The guys go, well, we're not worship Jesus anymore. We're worshiping Yeshua. He's coming back. Who's coming back? The kingdom's never left here. First of all, when they say someone's coming back, no one has left. We're all in a trap system. They don't even know what the 33-degree Masons know so much more to what the Christians are dumbed down. 33-degree Masons know how to get out of here. The only thing is they can't, because they know their soul doesn't belong in the heaven of heavens. There's people that know this, okay? They've been given out the word for us. These are the Freemasons, the higher Freemasons. When you see the picture of Jesus and his hand holding up, that's a Heil Hitler sign, by the way, that the Jesus thing is. It's an image, man. No matter what picture you show of someone, wouldn't be that person if they died, because that person doesn't have a name in the heaven of heavens. And that one doesn't exist in the heavens of heavens. If they say no flesh and blood goes into heaven, and Jesus said his flesh and blood was in heaven, that's a false. That makes the whole Bible false. Jesus isn't in the heaven of heavens, isn't in the nothing. He is the spirit of dark and evil that we all have, that every human being is Isis. Every human being is Joshua. Every human being is got the Gaia flame. We're all that. Except for we beat the Gaia flame. We beat the Yeshua. We beat the Jesus. We don't worship anything. Sun, moon, or stars. Anything in the heavens, down below, or underneath us. That's what it tells you in the Bible. Even he says, don't worship only your Father in heaven. And we don't even do that. When you learn who he is, why would you worship anything when you're a part of it all? And that's all I had to say about Yeshua, because I see the people making the same mistakes, teaching the same lies, that Yeshua is coming back for his people, and they're waiting for him in the clouds just like Jesus, man. Most of them don't believe in rapture. They're a little bit further. The Yeshua believers have a little more understanding than the Jesus believers, but that's about it. They're pretty much the same people. just worshiping a different name, anybody worshiping any name, you are to turn on, not turn on, but turn away from, not hang out with. That's what gets people in trouble. Because the spirit of Jezebel is what's running wild, and that is the false doctrine teaching. A lot of people don't even know what the spirit of Jezebel is. They think it is the harlot whore, but it's false doctrine. And harlot whore is the false doctrine. You sleep with the harlot whore when you're false Jezebel. When you're teaching false doctrine, you sleep. It says Jezebel makes a bed and her children lie in it with her. These are all the Yeshua, all the ones going, you got to worship this one. We're waiting for Yeshua. We're waiting for Jesus. We're waiting for UFOs to come back. Nothing's going to save you but yourself. It's simple. Your spirit is saving you. It's from Christmas past. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably won't be on the rest of the day. So that was just about that. I just see it and it just deters me. Listen, people don't realize there's a book that says that any of the names on the earth are earthly names, and they're not the names that are in the heavens of heavens. And that's understandable because you can't name something you don't know and you haven't seen. Now, if you've seen it because you go up at night, you don't get the memories of that. That gets taken away from you when you come down. You are there. You just don't get that until it's over because it's so quick. It's not as long as you think it is. Because each time when you wake up, you only got 50 years of your life. 3 lives, you're actually only living 150 years. But it says you have to live up to 1,000 years as a soul. Each soul has a 1,000-year journey on this earth. And you need bodies to do it. So I don't know exactly how it works in the timing and how many bodies and this and that. All I know is it's 3 different places, 3 different times. We're 3 wise men following the star. Wise man. That means 3 bodies, 3 doves, 6 eyes and 6 wings, 2 Bibles say. Okay? A dove has 2 eyes and 2 wings. So 6 would mean 3 doves. One book says 3 doves. Okay? 3 lifetimes. Okay? That's all I know. Love you guys. So any names that are anybody's naming is not your name. This is how they blaspheme our names. They blaspheme themselves. They say that a man-made name is God. No man-made name is God in the full, ever was God in the full. God doesn't walk in the full on the earth. Only the essence of each Godhead walks in the body, okay? An essence, 10% of your Godhead. We're at about 60 now with the learnings. You're never going to learn it all. Just if you think you know it all, get back because you haven't. Just like me, I'm still learning. All right, love you guys.